over the world, governments have weaponized fear against their people. Fear is the currency of control. Aside from the barrage of bad news-only data, which is heavily manipulated in a variety of ways, fear and anxiety are also generated by keeping people confused. During the pandemic, giving out contradictory recommendations was a purposeful tactic to keep the population psychologically vulnerable. By layering confusion and uncertainty on top of fear, you can bring an individual into a state in which they can no longer think rationally. Once driven into an illogical state, you are easily manipulated. Welcome to Pure Element 5. My name's Suzanne, and today's epiphany came from learning about government's grossly unethical use of the nudge unit to stoke waves of fear on an unsuspecting public. Fear of a virus, fear of death, fear of losing our jobs, our loved ones, our democracy, our human connection, our health, and even our minds. The Behavioural Insights Team in the UK, Australia and Asia Pacific is colloquially known as the Nudge Unit, a government department set up for mind control and manipulation of the public. In April of 2021, dozens of psychologists accused the UK government of using covert psychological strategies to manipulate the public's behaviour. They were so concerned that the British public had been the subject of a mass experiment in the use of strategies that operate below their level of awareness that they made a formal complaint to their professional body to rule on whether government advisors had been guilty of a breach of ethics. Everyday people have been subjected to an unevaluated psychological experiment without being told that it was happening. The intention was to steer behavior in the direction the elite had decided, rather than establishing if it was the right thing or the ethical thing to do. By the end of this video, you'll learn about the Fear Factory. Fear has long been a tool of tyrants, and it's profoundly effective, partly because it spreads from person to person, just like a virus. In her book, State of Fear, Laura Dodsworth details a number of branches of the British government that are using psychological warfare methods in their interaction with the public. The Behavioural Insights Team, the so-called Nudge Unit, a semi-independent government body that applies behavioural insights to inform policy, improve public services, and deliver positive results for people and communities. This team also advises foreign nations. Home Office's Research, Information and Communications Unit. Part of the UK's Office for Security and Counter-Terrorism, it advises front groups disguised as public grassroots organisations on how to covertly engineer the thoughts of people. Rapid Response Unit. Launched in 2018 to counter misinformation and disinformation. They also work with the National Security Commission's team during crises to ensure official information gets maximum visibility. Counter Disinformation Cell. Part of the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport, to monitor social media and combat fake news about science in general and COVID-19 in particular, with fake news being anything that contradicts the World Health Organization's guidance. Government Communications Headquarters. An intelligence and security organisation that provides information to the UK government about the armed forces. This is the group of sock puppets and trolls to combat anti-vaccine and anti-lockdown messaging on social media. If you thought this was pure engagement, please give us a thumbs up. And if you thought it was pure poo, feel free to give us a thumbs down. It helps us create the content you want to see. The links are down below if you want to catch us on other mediums, along with a link to our website so you can download our free ebook. Until we meet again, the essence of who you truly are is pure love. Go out and connect with someone and show them the love.